So hi guys, I am back from my mini vacation. Sorry, I'm trying to angle this tablet for the last, I don't know how many years, probably 3. I have had this case that came with it when I got it, and I never knew how it works. So I showed it to my cousin. There's 2 little gizmos on the tablet case, and then there's 2 like press in holes on the tablet. So dumbass put the hole thingies in the, thingies, and then it holds on the stand phenomenally. Who knew? So I'm using my tablet because I don't know how long this video is going to go. It is not my intention to go beyond like 20 minutes. Just to tell you a little highlights. And sorry, I'm also trying to feed the girls here to keep them quiet. So first and foremost, what you see over here, my realtor friend is lending this to me. It is fantastic. So if you ever see one of these at Costco, get it if you need extra heat in your house. I actually canceled PG&E yesterday to come out. I made that appointment last week. I'm not sure if I told you guys or not. To turn the pilot light on for the wall furnace, heater, whatever that thing is. This actually really just saved us. And it continues to save us. And she said keep it for as long as you want. And she's going to China on Monday for like 3 weeks. So it's not like I'm going to be needing to give it back to her. Probably not anytime soon because they have radiant heat at their house. It was just kind of like, I guess, an extra thought of why get this? I don't know. But, here, baby. So, it's just a little chilly in the morning, but obviously I'm wearing short sleeve shirt. It is cold and rainy out today. Oh, garbage truck. But strangely enough, at this particular time last week, it was exactly the same way. And I was like, the one thing I was not looking forward to was number 1, flying. Let's be honest. But you throw in rain and wind and, all those other factors, I would not have been a happy camper. I would have been more nervous than I was. So I got everything done by my chinny chin chin on Friday afternoon. I think I had told you guys, and I'm notorious again for this, not checking the last video I've done, not, essentially repeating stories, repeating, scenarios and stuff. Here, Lexi. Oh, God, this was a mistake. I should have just let you guys bark throughout the whole thing. Okay, one more time, Mommy, and that's it. No more, okay? So Friday, I'm trying to think if I would have even had time to do a video. I think I did one. So forgive me if I'm repeating myself. I'll make this as short and sweet and concise as possible. Went to see my doctor, earache, ear treated, had to run around to find ear drops that didn't cost an arm and a leg. Finally got them at 4:30. So that was my last errand. Last thing on the list I had to do because I thought maybe, come on, you guys, some ear catastrophe would happen at 35,000 feet and then, or I'd be more uncomfortable or things would get worse. But they didn't. They actually got better. It's back to normal. So Saturday, my friend came right on time, and I guess it just hit me like, wow, I'm really leaving. This really sort of all crazily, if there's such a word, worked out. And I mean, until I was on that plane or until I landed in Anaheim, I wasn't sure this was going to happen. I'm just Debbie Dowder, I guess. I don't know. But, so she came on time, and I showed her a few things, last minute things. Oh, pee-pee time? Good. Fantastic. One less person to feed. Go to the bathroom, baby. So we're done with the kibbles. And we left on time. Security was a hot mess. But, I mean, it flowed nicely. I was there in way too plenty of time. But that's what I wanted. I wanted to get there, take it all in, decompress, people watch. I intended to vlog, but there wasn't any power source. There was only a few areas, and those areas were already, with people, and I just didn't feel like it. So I just kind of sat there and played games and watched YouTube and was on SFO's wireless. And I had thought United had free wireless. Well, they really don't. Holy moly. Hold on one sec. Wow, I won't even tell you how long that took. Between somebody peeing, somebody rolling around on the futon, getting water, answering text messages. I'm telling you, my life. It's just like I'm back to reality, I guess. So anyway, like I said, I got there in plenty of time. It was a beautiful day. Kind of chilly, but sunny, and there was no wind. And I don't know if that's good for flying or not, but that's good for this. So, the only, I don't want to say bad part is because I'm so unfamiliar with how things work, I didn't realize what group I was in. I didn't see anything other than group 1 and group 2, not realizing sort of around the corner was 3, 4, and 5, and I was in group 4. And I want to say this plane held maybe 120 people. So it was two seats on one side of the aisle and then 2 seats on the other. Oh, Lexi, you have fantastic timing. So by the time I got to my row, Lexi, Noodle, Lexi, get back over here. There was no overhead space to put my little, carry-on suitcase. So I had to shove it under the seat, which was fine. But, I just felt like I was so I don't know what that word is. I know it's in here, but I can't say it. Anyway, it was just so small. I felt like I was just like, oh God, this is ridiculous. And then I sat next to a guy who clearly didn't want to talk. That was okay too. I mean, everybody, personal space. But the taking off was exactly what I remember it to be. Just, you feel like your throat's in your gut, and I've been this way for, I want to say 15 years. My feet can't be on the ground. Like on the ground, I mean on the floor of the plane. So I always lift them up to sort of prop them up on the seat in front of me. I know it's a weird tradition thing. I don't know why. I don't on my feet, and I don't know. I can't explain it. So then come to find out, like I said, United doesn't have free Wi-Fi. They have their own free, thing, but they didn't have, I mean, this goes back like, how long it's been since I've traveled. They used to have monitors that you could watch stuff, and they didn't. So the first flight was strictly to use your own electrical device, tablet, cell phone, whatever. On the way back, it was a bigger plane, and they had the monitors on the back of the seats. And then they gave you earphones that I thought, why are you giving earphones? Doesn't everybody have their own earphones? Well, they are kicking it old school. You need their earphones to hook into their system to listen to the TV. And it had Food Network. It had, it had everything you could possibly want. But I didn't get earphones because I didn't think I needed them. Anyway, that's jumping ahead. But so I made it there, and this is way TMI, but I was drinking a large amount of water. because it's good to stay hydrated, especially flying. And I kid you not, like my bladder must have just reached maximum capacity 15 minutes before we landed. I thought I was going to explode urine all over that cabin. I have never, probably have, but I'm just saying, never have been so uncomfortable in my entire life. I was afraid to move because I thought I was just going to lose it right there. And I was like, I didn't even care about the landing. I didn't care about taxiing to the gate. I didn't care. I just wanted off of that plane to get to the bathroom. So I barely made it with my chinny chin chin, standing there with my carry-on. I just wanted to get past those people and say, please, I got to go to the bathroom. Just let me off. But I couldn't. So strangely enough, my cousins actually, well, because of my whole bathroom debacle, were texting me like, we're here. We're actually down on arrivals at the luggage thing. I can't even think this morning. Where you can pick your luggage up. I can't even believe I can't think of it. I've been traveling all my life. Anyways, so we met down there, and this was probably, first of all, I couldn't believe they checked their bags, but whatever, to each his own. We probably got it out of there relatively fast, like 3:15, and my cousin got an Uber, and we were probably at our house, I don't know, like half an hour later. And the traffic strangely wasn't that bad. Like it wasn't great, but it wasn't like, oh my God, it's a parking lot. It was just kind of like, it's traffic, whatever. So this is, my mindset is just so different that I completely forgot about check-in times or check-out times, whether you're staying in an Airbnb, hotel, condominium, wherever you're staying, there are check-in times. So all my bitching and moaning and complaining, we probably could have worked something out if we all got there earlier. Hindsight, the trip is over, but we probably could have got there early, put our suitcases in the garage, waited for the cleanup crew to finish, and, got there, put the stuff away, and then went straight to the park. But check-in was 3. Actually, check-in was 4. They allowed us to check in after 3. So I guess it all worked out. So, not beautiful house, just an average house. I mean, what it did was it gave me ideas to do to my house. Like the flooring, the backsplash, the backyard. I took all these pictures. They actually had my gate, my exact same back gate. So it just gave me, a different perspective as to what I want, not necessarily what I can do, but it was a 4 bedroom, 2 bath, and my cousin got the bedroom bathroom combo. He's a guy. And then my cousin and I shared a bathroom. My room didn't have a TV. Hers had a TV, but she couldn't figure out how to work it. The 4th bedroom had bunk beds. I really didn't care. I really forced myself to, my cousin's like, do you want the room with the TV? And I'm like, you know what? I'm actually going to say no, and that's very odd for me. But we're in such a different state of being that as long as I have Wi-Fi, I'm good. I can watch stuff on my tablet, and that's exactly what I did. And I figured I'd be tired anyway. Too tired to watch TV, and that was the case. So the first night, day, whatever you want to call it, the Uber driver dropped us off. And for those of you that haven't been to Disneyland, there is a place called Downtown Disney. You don't need tickets or you don't need anything. It's just shops. And so the Uber driver dropped us off there. So you had to walk through Downtown Disney to get to California Adventure. And I was turned around like ass backwards. We just loaded the app for, wait times. And there are 3 rides I loved. There's Soaring, which I posted a video of. It's a 3D experience. It's fantastic. It used to be called Soaring California, and you would soar over California. I remember seeing like the Golden Gate, possibly Alcatraz, on YouTube, because I said I haven't been there before. There's the Rapid rides, the Grizzly something. I should have brought my Disneyland folder, but anyway, super fun. My cousins did that at night, and I was sort of in a lot of pain with my hip and my leg, and I didn't want to get wet. Who wants to get wet at 10 o'clock? I mean, I certainly didn't, but I wish I would have done it, because we went on it Monday and I loved it. Like, I loved it so much. But so we went on Cars. We used the single rider line, to get on faster. So we each had different cars, which it didn't matter. That is amazing. And then Soaring, and then I guess the Rapids, but like I said, they just went on that and I had to wait for a couple days to go on it. But other than that, I don't do the Screamin' California roller coaster thing. That sucker is fast and scary. Thanks, I'm good. And then I don't do the hanging buckets that swing on this thing. And I'm like, If it was just maybe a Ferris wheel, maybe. Not when you're swinging around, dangling in this bucket, and you keep swinging. And I'm like, no, I'm good. So, if I ever went back again, first I would do a package. Second of all, I would stay probably, there's a lodge there in California Adventure. So maybe there's like a perk to staying there that maybe as part of your package, it would be cheaper to get whatever 3-day, 4-day, 5-day included. But to do like we did, a park hopper, I'm good with Disneyland. Disneyland is my heart. I mean, it's a different feeling. It's a different experience. It's different memories. It's the only memories I have. I don't have any memories of California Adventure. I would say if you've never been, do it once. If you have done it and you can do without it, do without it. Either way, it's going to be $100 a day. So it's more cost efficient to get the 3-day park hopper, include California Adventure. But then, and then if you add California Adventure, it's like $95. So it's, apples, oranges. What I will tell you is if you can afford it, definitely 110,000,000% get the Max Pass. Get the Fast Pass, Max Pass, Pass. You will pay $10 extra a day, but you can use the Disneyland app and you can stagger your Fast Pass. You basically need to select, Pirates of the Caribbean at 12 o'clock. You have between 12 and 1. So probably at 12:01, when you're either in the line, which is not even a line when you're in Fast Pass, it's basically you're just walking through the attraction, you can select your next attraction. So I know I'm sort of fast forwarding, but I mean, Saturday was Saturday. We did what we had to do. We had a nice dinner. We watched The Color of, I don't think I posted that, The Color of Lights, Color of Magic, Color of something. I don't know what it was. At the pier, Paradise Pier. That was beautiful, but I could not stand. So they had, air quotes, not handicap seating, but just people that needed to sit. And I was like, I know I don't look like it. I'm not lying. I have a really bad compressed nerve. I'm really on my last leg right now, literally. No problem. Have a seat. So I sat through that, and that was spectacular. That was amazing. Disney has come so far when it comes to like fireworks and shows and all that stuff. It was just, beautiful and Christmassy. And so, I mean, it was worth to go see, but I'm not going back. So Sunday was all Disney. We got there about 9:30, and I'll get to the Magic Morning thing in a minute. Charlie, don't do that. Charlie. Now I have cats fighting. Instead of dogs fighting, we have cats fighting. So we did, I want to say 25 rides, and some a couple times because of the Fast Pass, Max Pass thing. It was the most perfect day. Yes, it was crowded, but it was just, we went literally, like, my cousin was in charge of that. He loves doing that, technical stuff. And, okay, we need to go here at this time and here at this time. And here this guy has never even been there. I think he's been there once. And he was like, no, we need to go this way. We need to go this way. And I'm like, I'm turned around and I'm lost. I've been coming here all my life. But it was the best day ever. Best day ever. However, and I need to post a lot more on my Instagram. I thought for sure I would not be posting on Facebook, but in turn, we changed our mind and we flooded Facebook with pictures. Stop! I just found it way easier, and I swore I wasn't going to do it, but I did it. So I need to go back and really put a lot on Instagram right now, maybe in the next couple of days. But it was just so perfect, like I said, with the exception of, and this I was so looking forward to, is Space Mountain. I love that ride. I loved that ride. I don't know. I mean, maybe it was different for Halloween, or they've toned it down in regards to lights. And you used to have a lot of music that would coincide with the lights, and you really felt like you were floating through space. Or maybe I'm just getting old. I don't know what the deal is, but that son of a bitch threw me around. It was not enjoyable. It did not feel like you were floating through space. It felt like you were just in a black hole. Yes, it was adrenaline. Yes, it was fun. But, oh my God, this was painful. And my back, I mean, it was just like, I cannot even believe that ride. I can't believe it. So, see you later, Space Mountain. I may go once again if I ever get my ass back there, just to check it out. But I wasn't scared. It was just, I'm in pain. So, I don't know. And then I sucked it up, and I did post a picture of us on Splash Mountain. That was incredible because we had two fun people It was my cousin, me, my cousin, and then a couple behind us. And he's like, okay, here's the thing. We're all going to do like this. And I'm like, see these bars right here? I'm going to be holding on to these bars. You may get this out of me, but you're not getting this because I don't do, no. So, that was fun. That was really, really fun. My cousin took the brunt of the water. Even better. So, I mean, I was kind of scared about that. I was like, that's a big drop. I remember that drop. I remember always being scared. But you sort of put your fear aside and, it's Disneyland. Only good things happen in Disneyland. You think, you hope, you pray. So, I mean, that was fun. And, of course, the favorite is, like, Pirates of the Caribbean, Indiana Jones, and, okay. And, Big Thunder Mountain, always my favorite. Always. We went on that, like, 3 times. We went on one kiddie ride only because it was insanity by Sunday night. Like, I think everybody took a nap in the afternoon, their kids, and then they all decided to go back. And, my apologies for not vlogging. I don't know how people do it. Honest to God, I don't know because, first of all, I found out there's no selfie sticks. You can't bring those in. The security is insane. Like, it's triple security. You used to be able to walk up, give your ticket, and walk in. I don't even think they checked your bag. Now, there's a line through security. There's, a metal detector thing, which, by the way, I set off. I set it off. I had nothing. I did have this on me. They saw it. My legs set it off. So by the time I got through and I buzzed and I had the wand and he's wanding my legs, can you lift up your pants? And I was wearing really, really skinny jeans. By the way, I love those, the ones that I bought at Ross. Fit like a glove. And I'm like, sure. And I tried to pull them up and I'm like, dude, I have nothing. I have no room to put a nickel in between myself and the jeans. He laughed. And I go, God, this is kind of scary because I got radiation poisoning at SFO or something. And he's laughing. I'm like, I don't understand. I don't have anything on me. I don't even have a metal body part. They let me through. So it didn't happen again, but that was just like only me. But Sunday was just the absolute best. I mean, it was the best. So, I'll try to make a mental note where I left off on this story because I need to get going. I need to go grocery shopping. I need to go pet food shopping. And I'd like to do it and come back. And I'm doing laundry today. I took yesterday off. I didn't even get out of my pajamas. Kamiley finally came around. When I got home on Tuesday night, she kind of was like, she was excited, but I thought she'd be like out of her mind excited. And everybody just kind of went, oh, you're back. Okay. And they kind of gave me like the snobby treatment. And I was like, wow, all right. So, so I'll continue more about that later, but like I said, I'm going to try to make a mental note where I left off. And, I think that's basically it right now. I will also show you what I bought. I didn't want to buy anything, but of course that turns into, and I didn't buy a lot. But I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. It was inevitable. It was just like all these things are just dangling in front of you. And there was a couple things that I didn't buy that I wanted to buy. But then there were things that I saw that I was like, well, I'm never going to see this again. Not that you can't get it online, probably, and probably cheaper. But, I I just got a few things. So this is going to be the first of 3 videos on my trip. And I'm going to end it right now. Thank you all for your prayers and your positive vibes and your thoughts and your great comments, because they've really helped a lot. I really was inside. I was petrified first at the flight. Well, first leaving everybody, second the flight, and you never know how you're going to get along with family. And trust me, it was challenging at some points, but I'll get into that later. But you just going to have to, suck it up and be grateful for the moment. And I was. I mean, I tried to take everything in as best I could, because I've never been there at Christmas or Christmas time or holiday time. And they really, really, really outdid themselves. I mean, it is spectacular. One last story. It snows on Main Street, I guess a couple times a night. And it snows bubbles. But these bubbles, it's so beautiful. It's like it's a special bubble or something. And it just, obviously disintegrates, but it's just so beautiful. They have these machines that come, that are on Main Street, and it's just Christmas. It's just like, Christmas just threw up on Main Street. So, I mean, that was beautiful to see. I think I got a picture. I don't think I got a video. But anyways, I'm going to go right now, and I will try to upload another video either later this afternoon or tomorrow, and God willing, continue where I left off. So take care, everybody, and I will see you soon. Bye.